Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Back to throw again. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Braille. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. 11 yards for number 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards, a huge play on special teams. It's a first down. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
2nd and 3. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
He'll field this at the 5. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They give it to Freeman up the gut. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that one results in 35 yards.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. And taken right on the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down with Akers. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jags take a 3-touchdown lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased out left. There's the stiff arm. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Patterson's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action here on 1st down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. That's caught at the 1. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to run with Akers. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the...
Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, the launch is deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. An excellent gain, 35 yards. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that...
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw here.
Running a slant, that's Robert Woods.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 43 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be called a gain. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
5 yards remain on second down.
They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
And quickly they get to the line. Right back to him on first down. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, touchdown Titans. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Titans are able to claw one back. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're not not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Back to throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back to throw now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Titans. A great play. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And, oh, what a catch at the 2. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Woods has it complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. This is taken at the 18. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Boy, he covered a lot of ground. 82 yards on the punt return. And the Jags are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now back to throw.
Running the slant, that's Hooper. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
2nd and 3. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Hooper on the short connection. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he'll find Moreau here.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll set up a throw. High throw, but the catch is made.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. 159 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Hands it off out of the gun. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken on the 25.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jags, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.